Hey you guys, how is everyone doing? I am here live. It's been a minute since I've been live, but I actually had time today, so I didn't have to pre-record. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. We are on episode number 4. If you missed my previous episodes, you can check my YouTube channel. I will put the link in my comments below. I want to welcome everybody to Wisdom Wednesday. I know it's late on the East Coast. In Arizona, it's about 10:30 for me right now. It has been a crazy day. I've been up since 5 a.m. I did some stuff for my biz, went to work for 10 hours, came home, worked out, showered, and I wanted to actually start this Wisdom Wednesday at least clean. So as you can see, I still have workout hair, but at least I'm clean, guys, okay? Don't worry about my appearance. I don't care about my appearance, so you shouldn't care about my appearance either, right? Man, it's been a crazy week, so I don't have a whole set schedule for this Wisdom Wednesday. I kind of just jotted some notes down before I went live just to make sure I wasn't like, what else do I want to say? So I have random just statements written down that I've been kind of reflecting on and kind of soaking in and trying to implement in my life. So I wanted to share that with you guys. If you don't know what my Wisdom Wednesday is, it's really just me sharing my journey with you guys. You know, I'm really trying to become the best person that I can be, work on myself, and really adopt some principles that are going to push me forward in every aspect of my life, right? That thing we call personal development. So I definitely just want to take you guys on that journey with me throughout the year. I made this commitment about a month ago that I was going to stick to Wisdom Wednesday for you guys for the rest of this year, possibly continue on into next year. I guess we can make it a whole year. Sure, let's go for that. But I have to lead by example, right? And I can't tell you guys to stay committed and to keep doing something and then I start something and I don't finish it. So I'm here showing up for you guys, 10:30 at night. I'm exhausted, been a long day, but I'm here. I'm showing up for you guys, okay? So my first little statement I wrote down is, why aren't you more successful? So I just want you guys to reflect for a minute and kind of don't let me know in the comments, but just kind of think to yourself an area of your life that maybe you have some resolution that's literally been on your resolution list for the past 3 or 4 years. Maybe you just think about something all the time. You never really acted on it, but you always just wished you could be more successful in this aspect. Maybe it's be a better friend, maybe it's be a better daughter, maybe it's be a better husband or wife, be a better parent, mom or dad, be a better employee at your job. I don't know what you guys are trying to be more successful at, but just think about that. What is something you have been trying to be more successful at, but you just can't seem to reach that successful point, right? And I want you guys to just think about the reasons why, what is standing in your way. Literally just think about those. If you have to pause me, I'd love it if you guys just wrote those 3 things down, the first one thing that popped into your head. Maybe you're thinking time. Maybe you're thinking, gosh, I'm just so busy. Maybe you're thinking, I don't know, what else stands in people's way? What else is something that you just think oh, you're not good enough. You don't know enough. You literally don't have the knowledge you need to even start to do what you want to be successful at. Maybe you don't have the willpower. Maybe you just feel like you're weak and you just, every time you start, gosh, you only last for a week. And so you're just down on yourself. Whatever that reason is, I want you guys to know right now that those are all myths, legitimately myths. Anything that your inner self feels kind of scared to do, you're gonna you're gonna come up with these things. They're gonna pop into your head and they're gonna seem so legitimate, right? Because it's coming from your own head, so of course it's gonna seem legitimate. These seem like legitimate reasons. Maybe it's some adversity that you've been through. I want you guys to know today that your adversities, the things that you have to push through in order to reach your goals, those are your muscles, okay? And how do you get muscles? You have to lift. You have to work them out. You have to do something, right? You can't just let them chill and expect to see muscles. No, first of all, they're just going to be like flat, and then they'll start to flab up, and then they're just going to blow up. They're just going to get bigger and bigger if you're not doing anything about them, right? And then they just become this elephant in the room, like, ugh, look at all of the cellulite on my arms, like, but you never even tried to lift, but yet you have this goal, you have this thing that you want, this success that you want in your life. So you guys, whatever you thought about, whatever popped into your head at the first moment, I'm letting you know right now, I'm calling you out. It's a myth. It's a myth. We all have the same 24 hours, you guys. Everyone has been through some type of adversity in their life. Every successful person out there. There's nothing that you can tell me that I cannot combat and say, no, that's in your head. It's legit in your head. And you guys know that. At the end of the day, you know that it's you. It's you. You're the reason why you're not where you want to be. It's all in your head, right? So I just want you guys to stop internalizing the things that you're thinking are stopping you and labeling them as wounds, and that you're wounded, and that, you know, you're not capable of getting to that next level or doing what you think you might want to do, or inquiring about something that you might want to have in life, right? I want you guys to know that those are myths. Your adversity is your strength. It is not your wounds, okay? My next statement I wrote down is about success itself, okay? Success is not something you own. Nobody owns success. You guys, seriously, like anyone you see who's successful at something, your mentor, someone that you look up to, they don't own that success. It wasn't just handed to them. They weren't born with it. The only way to have success is you have to rent it. Success is not owned, it's rented, and your rent is due every single day. So what are you doing? Number one, to reach your success. And then once you're there, what are you doing to keep it? Because I guarantee you, if you stop doing the things that you did in order to get to your success, you're going to lose it because you can't own it. It's not yours to keep. You can only rent it. You guys, just think of it like that. It's due every day, every single day. Your rent is due. Your success is due, okay? Next statement. There's a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. Let me say that again. There's a difference between knowing the path and actually walking the path, okay? Where did I get that statement? Who loves The Matrix? I love The Matrix. I'm a fan. Morpheus said that in one of the movies. And gosh, so what does this translate to? There's a difference between knowing what you need to do and actually doing it. Clearly, because you're not doing it. You know what you need to do. You know at least one step. You can't tell me that you know nothing about how to reach that point that you want to get to, that success, right? So you know that there are things that need to be done. So what's up? Are you going to be a sponge? Are you going to start to learn? Are you going to start to grow yourself? Are you going to start to get rid of this insecurity that you have and just jump out and do something about it? Are you going to take that first step and make that phone call inquiring about, okay, how do I make this happen? What's the first step that needs to be done? What are you doing in order to walk your path? Okay, just think of your path as this big mountain that you have to climb. What are you doing to go from the bottom, looking up, to actually standing at the top as a conqueror? You know it's going to be scary, right? It's going to be like so nerve-wracking to take that first step and make a commitment to yourself, right? Even just making a commitment to yourself, like, okay, you're going to do this. This is something that's going to take you higher, and so you're going to do it, and you're going to learn, and you're going to grow, and you're going to be scared, and it's going to be nerve-wracking, and you're going to hate some moments of it, but you're willing to take one step, one foot in front of the other to reach the ultimate goal, the ultimate destination, the thing that you want, the thing that you desire, that success that you want to have in whatever aspect of your life that is. So just remember that, you guys, like, you can't just sit on knowledge. Knowledge is not power. I don't know why people keep saying this. Knowledge is not power. The power comes with what you do with your knowledge. I can sit up here and be a freaking philosopher, but if I'm not doing nothing with my life, don't nobody know nothing about my philosophies. Like, nothing. You cannot just sit on knowledge. It's not going to lift you higher. You can learn as much as you want from any book for the next year. Literally, just spend a year learning. Is anything happening? Are you growing? Are you reaching that success just because you read all those books, just because you know a lot? All you sound like is just a smart aleck, and like everyone's just gonna shove you aside. So what? You know all this stuff. What are you doing with it, you guys? All right, next thing that I have written down is just to change your daily choices. You guys, I beat this into the bush. Like, I'm pretty sure I've probably mentioned something about your daily choices in the past 4 episodes because I'm just so focused on making that happen in my own life. And I just want to push that on everybody else if this is the path that you're trying to walk, becoming a better you. You are a product of your decision making for the past however long you've been alive. I've been alive for 26 years. So, 26 years. These little habits that I formed that started off as little cobwebs, you know, it was my first time doing them. So it's not like they were like strong things in my brain that weren't hard to break. But these little habits that I formed over the past 26 years, you think they're going to be easy to break? They're not going to be easy. They are not going to be easy. What started off as little cobwebs, these little paths that I formed, these little habits that I formed in my subconscious mind, after 26 years, they're like steel cables. Steel cables, they're so strong, they don't even seem bendable. It seems impossible. Like, I can't change that much. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm so used to this. My body literally won't do it. Let me give you an example. So right now, I'm going through my own process. I want to become a morning person. Gosh, I admire those people who wake up early in the morning and like get all this stuff done before work even begins. In my head, that's insane. Like, I could never do that. I love sleep way too much, you guys. Like, if you have ever known me at any point in my life, I am that person that stays in bed till 1 p.m. I am that person who loves freaking sleep. I will take a nap at the drop of a dime if you let me. Like, that is me. That's what I love. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing since I was really young. Honestly, probably way younger than other people. I was sleeping in. I love to sleep. You guys, I want to be a morning person. I have goals that I want to achieve. I have things that need to be done. And do you know that I just don't feel like I have enough time? Another excuse. No, I have time. I'm just deciding to sleep through that time. So for me, my journey that I'm on is becoming a morning person. And that's going to take a lot of effort. It's hard in the beginning. You guys, I have been waking up at 5 a.m. and it is so freaking hard. Like, my body literally protest. Like, I literally have pain. Like, I wake up and I feel so groggy and my body is just so sore and I just feel disoriented and I'm just like, what the heck am I doing here? What made me do this? What made me go on this crazy journey? Why? But then I have to think about why. I have to think about the reason why I'm doing this. I have to think about the things that I need to get done between this time and when I have to go to work in order to push me forward to reaching my ultimate goals, right? So I found this little thing, or I heard this from one of the people that I'm reading books about, Darren Hardy, and he told me that it takes 300 repetitions of doing something, you guys, just to weaken an old habit that you had. So just pause on that. 300 repetitions just to weaken that steel cable, that thing that you've been building up for the past however many years of your life, to bend it, to make it weak. It's gonna take 300 repetitions. So what am I doing? Literally tallying every time I get my butt up and I'm up at 5 a.m. I give myself a grace period. So if it's like 5:30, okay, I'm still going to tally mark it because it's still in the 5 o'clock-ish range. It's going to take repetitions, and I know that, and I'm prepared for this journey. It is what it is. I got to do it because I have things that need to be done. I'm going to use resources. There's books out there of people just talking about the benefits of waking up early, like The Miracle Morning. I haven't read that book yet, but I'm getting it because I need help. Like, y'all don't understand how I feel when I wake up so early, and it's not like I go to bed any earlier. Like, it's not like I prepared myself for this 5 a.m. wake up call. No, I still don't get my butt in the bed until like 11:30. Maybe I can change that. But the things that I need to do, I know I gotta wake up that early, because if I don't, it's not gonna get done. Like, and I just have all these ideas, but like, how, where's the time? It's there. You just got to find it. You got to be willing to work for it. You got to be willing to do what others won't do so that you can have what others can't have. Sorry. You have to be willing to do what others won't do so that you can have what others cannot have in their lives. Like, because they're really legitimately just not doing what needs to be done. Whew, man, these few statements, I can just say so much and talk so much. I'm so passionate about it. So how do you succeed, you guys? Take this journey with me. Like, pick something. I don't care what it is. Pick something that you want to be successful at and take this journey with me. Do what needs to be done. Commit to something that's hard, something that is new to you. And yeah, you'll fail. Some days I probably will completely forget to set my alarm and wake up like, oh, crap. But guess what? I'm back at it tomorrow. I'm not going to take that as defeat. I'm going to keep going. Like, it is what it is, right? Next year, by this time, it's a done deal. I'm a morning person. Who gonna check me? Next year, this time, Alex is gonna be a morning person. Craziest thing. If you told me this a year ago, good one. That's what I would be like. Like, you're crazy. I don't even want that. Get out of my face. Like, get out my face with that. Nope. So just pick an aspect of your life and don't quit, you guys. Pick something that you're gonna start to implement daily and don't quit. Maybe you start off slow, start one time a week, just working towards some goal, some success that you want to achieve, and then gradually increase it. Work on that twice a week, work on it 3 times a week. Eventually, every single day, that little thing, it's going to push you forward. So my last thing I want to leave with you guys is just to fail as much as possible. So fail as much as possible until you succeed. This is all this journey is about, as far as success goes, if you want to be that successful person in whatever aspect, it's really just out failing the next person. Because so many people are going to quit after like the 3rd fail, right? Not us. Not those of us walking on this journey. We're going to keep going because we know at the end of the day, we are going to outlast the next person because they're going to quit after failure number 3, but we're not going to quit. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep fighting. Our failures, these are like golden coins. Get in my freaking pocket because I know as much as I'm failing, someone else is going to be giving up, giving up, giving up. Where is that taking me? Higher, higher, higher. At the end of the day, what am I going to say? I outlasted people. All I did was I outfailed them. All I did was I didn't quit on my journey. All I did is I continued to push hard each and every single day, even when it was hard, even when I stayed up till 2 a.m. Like, I got goals. I can nap later. Just outfail the next person, you guys. Make failure a game because that's all it is. It's just a game. How much more can you fail than the next person? Because as you fail, you are going to be learning so much. You're going to be learning what doesn't work, what does work, right? But how can you get to that point where you have all this expansive knowledge on something if you haven't failed at all? You don't know anything if you haven't failed. Ask any successful person. Actually, you probably can't even talk to them because they're probably super famous somewhere. But do you know how much work they put in? Do you know that they never gave up? Do you know that they failed so freaking much to get to that point? They were not overnight successes. That took grit. That took them doing what others wouldn't do so that they can have what others cannot have. All right, you guys, I'm off my soapbox. I hope you guys enjoyed this Wisdom Wednesday.